Hello students, this is your English teacher Mrs. Saimavati from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is A Gift of Chappals. This story is divided into two parts. It tells us about a young girl Mridu who lives with her Tapi and Tata. Students, you must be wondering, what do you mean by Tapi and Tata? Tapi means grandmother in Tamil and Tata means grandfather. Okay. And one day Mridu goes along with Tapi to her aunt Rukmani's house to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi and Meena. So here in the first part you will see how the cousins get excited to see Mridu and how they shared secrets with Mridu. And in the second part you will see Lalli learning violin from the music master and how the beggar appears. So before we start with the lesson, let's have a look on different characters of this story. Mridu. Mridu is a young girl growing up in Madras, now called Chennai, with her grandmother and grandfather. Tapi. Tapi is Mridu's grandmother. Tata is Mridu's grandfather. Rukmani is Mridu's aunt. Lalli, Ravi and Meena, all the three children are Mridu's cousins. So let's start with the introduction. Mridu is a young girl growing up in Madras, now called Chennai, with Tapi, her grandmother, and Tata, her grandfather. One afternoon, Tapi takes her to her aunt Rukmani's house to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi, and Meena. A gift of chappals. A smiling Rukmani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out, and Ravi pulled Mridu into the house. "Wait, let me take off my slippers," protested Mridu. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Those were grey, actually with dust. You could see the clear mark of each toe on the front part of each slipper. The marks for the two big toes were long and scrawny. So students, here the story begins with a smiling face of Rukmani, who was happy to see Mridu and Tapi visiting her place. Ravi and Meena were also excited, so Ravi pulled Mridu to come inside. So here Mridu protested. Protested means objection for what someone said. So she objected that, "Wait, let me take off my slippers." Mridu removed her slippers before entering the house. She kept her slippers near a pair of old slippers which were present over there. Those were long, covered with dust, and had marks of two big toes. It seems they were very old. So the marks of two big toes were long and scrawny. If you see in the glossary, scrawny means thin. The shape of the toes was long and thin. Mridu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitter berry bush. There inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand lay a very small kitten lapping up milk from a coconut half shell. So here she didn't have much time to think about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard. Backyard means the area of land at the back of the house. So in the backyard, behind a bitterberry bush, there was a kitten sitting inside a torn football, lapping up milk from a half coconut shell. So lapping here means the milk, that is the kitten was drinking the milk. Okay. We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and mewing. Poor thing, said Meena. It's a secret. Amma says Pati will leave for our Padu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat. So here Meena said to Mridu that they found this kitten outside the gate this morning and it was mewing. This is a secret because their mother says if Pati will come to know about it, then she will go to Padu Mama's house. So here Pati means grandmother and Padu Mama means uncle of Meena and Ravi. Okay? People are always telling us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream, "Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here," said Ravi. Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Pati saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I am very hungry. I want to drink it, but the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. Then she wanted the tumbler back. Pati, Pati, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble? I told her. I had to run and pour the milk into this coconut shell. Then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. So in this paragraph, that is Ravi says, people always tell to be kind to animals, but we do that, they start shouting at us. They say not to bring that dirty creature. Here, dirty creature is used for animals. Ravi explained Mridu that under which circumstances he used to get some milk for the kitten. He said that one day Pati saw him with a glass of milk. To mislead Pati, he told her that he is hungry and he wants to drink it. Though Pati wanted the tumbler back, Ravi said that he will wash the tumbler and keep it back. So he quickly drank most of the milk and kept little for the kitten. Before Pati got suspicious, suspicious means doubtful, he ran and poured the milk into the coconut shell and came back to wash the tumbler and keep it at its place. He was thinking to find alternative to feed Mahendran. Feed means to give food or to provide food for Mahendran. Mahendran? This little kitty's name is Mahendran. Mridu was impressed. It was a real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. So here, listening to the name Mahendran, Mridu was surprised as well as impressed. She felt the name to be a real name rather a cute kitty cat name. Actually, his full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai, MP Punai for short if you like. He is a fine breed of cat. Just look at his fur, like a lion's mane, and you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava kings was, don't you? He looked expectantly at Mridu. Here, Ravi is saying to Mridu that actually this kitten's full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. He says, in short, you can call him as MP Punai. He was trying to praise his kitten by saying that he is a fine breed of cat. Breed means species or variety. He compares the fur of cat with lion's mane. Lion's mane means the long hair on the neck of lion. Ravi also questions Mridu about the emblem of ancient Pallava kings. Now Mridu giggled, means she laughed in a silly way. She thought Ravi is joking. Think I am joking? Well, just wait. I will show you some time. It is clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? He said mysteriously. Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of these Thatas, 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 etc., etc. Fact is, Mahindran here is descendant from that very same ancient cat, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. The Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. This cat is descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, and if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. So, as Mridu giggled, Ravi got angry. So, he asks Mridu, Have you ever been to Mahabalipuram? He tells that when he last went there, he saw a statue of his Thatas, 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 etc. He meant to say that it is ancient. It belongs to his grandfather's grandfather's grandfathers. Basically, the fact is Mahendran is a descendant from that very ancient cat. So, here Ravi wants to explain Mridu that Mahindran is the descendant of his grandfather's grandfather's grandfathers, etc. He is just praising his cat again and again. Ravi finally concluded that this cat is a descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. Descendant means a descendant of or comes from the same family. If you see, it is there in the glossary. How he loved the sound of his own voice. Meena and Mridu exchanged looks. Exchanged looks means they looked at each other when Ravi was saying all this. So Meena and Mridu, they were just thinking what all he was talking about and how he loved to praise his own cat by himself. What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. So Mridu is saying that whatever story you said, is there any relevance? I am telling you this cat is descendant from the Egyptian cat god. No, goddesses. Bastet, yeah, that's it. So here Ravi is saying to Meena and Mridu that I am telling you that this cat is descendant from Egyptian cat god. No, actually he want to say goddesses. Bastet is the goddesses of ancient Egyptian religion. So, well, one of the descendants of that cat goddesses was a stowaway in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi flourished his twig at Mahindran. MP Punai here. Ooh, eek! He shrieked, very pleased with himself. So, students, here Ravi wants to say that this cat is one of the descendants of that Egyptian cat goddess who was hidden in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, and whose descendant is Mahindran. So, first is the Egyptian cat who was hidden in the Pallava ship, and the Egyptian cat goddess descendant is Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, and that Mahabalipuram Rishi cat's descendant is Mahindran. Okay. So while saying this, Ravi waved the twig which he was holding towards Mahindran, because he tried to point out Mahindran as the descendant of the famous Egyptian cat goddess, that is Bastet. Then he shouted happily by saying all this. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. But worse than Ravi's awful eek was a screech from the window. What a weird sound! If Midhu was startled, MP Pune was frightened out of his wits. Hair standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. Meow! He howled miserably. So here students, if you see, now Mahendran looked up alert. Why Mahendran was alert? He was sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell in which milk was served to the kitten. Though he heard a screeching sound, there was a strange screeching sound from the window. Mridu was shocked and the kitten was also frightened with this sound. So now the kitten jumped up in a hurry towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that was set out to dry. So this sound was a weird sound. Okay, it was very strange and unusual. So listening to the sound, the kitten jumped up in a hurry. The kitten tried to hide beneath it, rather a few chilies fall over him. So he was finding a place to hide. But instead, what happened? That is, the chilies fall over him. Now the kitten cried in an unpleasant way. So here the kitten howled miserably, means the kitten cried in an unpleasant way. The screeching went on and on. What is that noise? Said Mridu. That is Lali learning to play the violin, grunted Ravi. So Mridu is getting irritated with that screeching sound. So she asked, what is that noise? So Ravi said that Lali is learning to play the violin. So Lali is the third cousin who is now coming to the picture. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train whizzing on and on while Lali is all the time derailing, going completely off track. So Ravi says that when the music master plays violin, it seems as if a train is moving on the track. But when Lali plays, it seems as if the train is derailing. So this is where the first part of the chapter ends. So we will continue with the second part in the next video. Thank you.